Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of VGC Prep. I'm your host Ryan, and today I brought you a new team for the week. This team is based around Mega Ampharos, which is something that I've tried before in the past and I almost utterly despise. So I decided to get a little weird with this team. So first of all, the Trick Room core is going to be Bronzong and Aromatisse, which I think could work pretty well. Especially since they're actually pretty good at resisting each other's weaknesses and stuff. And then the offensive stuff are Kingler, Nidoking, and Ampharos, and we have somewhat of a mixed thing with Kingler. Now, I thought we could do something pretty cool with Kingler. So Kingler kind of resists a lot of Pokemon's weaknesses here. You know, Nidoking's water and ice weakness, Bronzong's fire weakness, Ampharos's water weakness. So I figured, hey, can we get a little cheeky and go with Ally Switch? And we're going to see how well this does. And now, remember, I literally just made this team, so I've never used it before. Also, Kingler works really well because it has Wide Guard, so it works really, really well as a partner for Nidoking and Ampharos, because, you know, I can go for Wide Guard when they go for Earthquake and then, you know, do some damage there. Or I can go for Ally Switch if they go for, say, like, Ice Beam or a Water Attack, and I can eat that up with Kingler. So he's, like, kind of half support, half offense. Now, I really wanted to go Sheer Force on him because I was running a Water Move and Rock Slide. Unfortunately, for some bizarre reason, he doesn't get Waterfall? Like, what water type doesn't get Waterfall? So unfortunately, that's something I have to deal with, and we're going to have to try and figure out what to do about that. So, let's get into the real business, and let's look at this team. So it looks like we've got Landorus, Terrakion, Rotom, Heat, Bisharp, Venusaur, and of course, Suicune. So, for starters, honestly, you know, I was considering going for Cresselia, but Bronzong covers Ampharos' weaknesses literally perfectly. He's weak to ground, he's weak to ice, he's weak to dragon, he's weak to fairy. Bronzong resists all of that, so I decided to go for Bronzong, but therein lies my problem. I don't have a safe way of setting up against a Bisharp. So I think my best lead might be to go Kingler or Aromatisse. Kingler does have Hyper Cutter, so Intimidate won't bother him, and what I can do is I can simply just Ally Switch and get rid of that. I am going to bring Ampharos in the back, because Ampharos does have a really solid matchup here, and I'm not sure who else to bring. I guess Nidoking would be pretty solid, Kingler would be pretty solid. I'm not sure, because I have nothing to hit Mega Venusaur, and it's very clearly a Mega Venusaur. And if I bring Nidoking, I will be pretty weak to ground. I guess Kingler is really my best play. But I don't know. That's the thing. I'm thinking Kingler. He's got a lot of things that can hit Nidoking pretty hard. So and pretty much nothing that hits Kingler super effectively. So I think that is the better play. We're probably going to see the Bisharp lead. Now, if I do go for Ally Switch, which is priority, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure it's priority. I hope it's priority. This will work out pretty well for us. So let's kind of figure out what we're going to do here, because this could either end up really good or really bad. So I'm gonna go for Ally Switch onto the Aromatisse. Oh, I have to do it onto myself. And I'm gonna go for Trick Room. All right. So what I'm expecting is an Iron Head onto the Aromatisse and maybe a Spore. No, not a Spore. Sleep Powder. Maybe not. Maybe he'll just go for Giga Drain onto the Kingler. So we're gonna get the Ally Switch up. So I'm hoping we'll just have to take an Iron Head here. He does go for Iron Head. Did he predict? He did not predict it, and we take that really well. I'm very happy about that. Oh, he goes for Sludge Bomb. Oh, okay, good. Now, he does end up taking out our Kingler, which, honestly, isn't the worst thing in the world. Because now we have Trick Room up. We don't have to worry too much about the Sludge Bomb. I can switch out into my Kingler there. So I think I'll bring in Ampharos here. We'll bring in Ampharos, and we'll swap out into Kingler for the Aromatisse, because that Sludge Bomb Iron Head's going to probably happen there. So let's switch into Kingler. Let's Mega Evolve. And should I go for Focus Blast or Thunderbolt on the Bisharp? Now, I don't know if Thunderbolt will take it out. I don't really know Ampharos's power. I know he's like base 145, right? Base 145-ish. But unlike Charizard Y, he doesn't have anything to boost it further than that. He just has Mold Breaker, which is like... Wait, he has Mold Breaker. Does Mold Breaker work? Ah, wait a second. Huh, I don't know. Will Mold Breaker break it to the point where if I Fire Punch the Venusaur with my Conkeldurr, will the Mold Breaker stop the Thick Fat? I don't know. That's a really damn good question. Alright, I think I'm just going to Focus Blast. Honestly, if I miss, that's going to suck. If I don't, not the end of the world. So we'll see what happens here. I'm thinking we can maybe expect a Sleep Powder off from the Venusaur. I mean, I haven't seen a Venusaur use Sleep Powder in ages, so I have no idea if they still carry that. I've yet to actually check the... What is it called? GTS? I don't know. So he's going to Sucker Punch the Ampharos, and that's going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Are we going to miss? We are not going to miss. So that is a dead Bisharp, 100%. Now, I brought in Conkeldurr because it's Assault Vest. It can take a Sludge Bomb, and hey, maybe we get poisoned. That'd be lovely. Please get poisoned. Wow, that did a lot of damage for an Assault Vest Conkeldurr. I hope I EV trained that thing right. So we're going to see Landorus, which isn't a huge problem. I know I'm going to be at -1, but I think I can still one-hit KO it with Ice Punch. So I'm going to go for that Ice Punch. And I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse. Should I just Dragon Pulse the Landorus? I mean, I'm not too concerned about this Venusaur, to be quite honest, just yet. I will be eventually. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse the Landorus because I'm more concerned about taking out the Landorus because that thing has that Earthquake. So we do that much. Ice Punch should take it out from here, and it does. Beautiful, beautiful. Now he's probably gonna target down the Ampharos mainly because it's the only thing on my. Oh no, that's interesting. I was gonna say it's the only thing on my team that I can actually hit the Venusaur hard. Because what's Conkeldurr really going to do? But we're going to see the Suicune, which I'm pretty happy about because I can just Thunderbolt that thing. So I am going to... I'm going to drain... What do I do here? I'm going to drain... No, because he's going to protect. I'm going to Drain Punch the Suicune. I'm going to, not Thunderbolt, I'm going to Dragon Pulse the Venusaur. The reason I'm not targeting the Suicune is Venusaur, oh, it's 3-hit KO, that's so bad. Oh no. Oh wow, that does not do any damage at all. Oh jeez, this is not good. So we're going to see Sludge Bomb, probably an Ice Beam. Oh no, doubling into the Ampharos. Oh, and he poisons us, so he's probably going to kill us here. No, he's going for Scald. Oh, okay, so we kind of got out of that a little easy. What? Oh my god, that poison. That poison was so bad. I probably should have taken out the Suicune, but what are you going to do? So I'm going to bring in Aromatisse here. And we're just going to Helping Hand the Conkeldurr, and we're gonna Fire Punch the Venusaur. Ugh, that was not a good turn for us. I don't know if I really should have gone for the Suicune. I don't know. I mean, honestly, yeah, wow, that does nothing. Oh my god, that's game. Without a way, I mean, we have Bronzong, so honestly, it's not a complete loss against Venusaur. We just, I guess, I don't know. It was definitely one of those plays that I wasn't really sure what to do there. Okay, so he tried to take out my Aromatisse there. That's game right there, pretty much. I'm going to go for Drain Punch on the Venusaur and a Trick Room, just in case. You never know what happens. You never know. We might survive this Scald. We don't. Okay, so that's game. Damn, guys, we got played. We got played hard. But I like the fact that Kingler actually worked out. That play really, really worked well for us. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now, he actually double targeted the Aromatisse that turn. And that's very interesting. That is a very interesting thing to do, because Ironhead will definitely take me out. I mean, I am physical. He didn't know that, but I am physically defensive. So, hey, who the heck knows? Who the heck knows? I'm glad it worked and it wasn't like complete crap, you know? But the fact that Kingler just pretty much went down the first turn was a little meh. A little meh. We could have done without that. Definitely could have done without that. Ooh, that's new. But yeah, so let's challenge, and let's see what happens. Now, I like the concept of this team. That's what I'm trying to say. I like the concept, and we'll see if we can really get it to really work. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can. Alright, so it looks like we've got a Bisharp Sylveon, Suicune Kangaskhan, Thundurus, and Meowstic. Alright, that's interesting. So I'm going to start off straight with Bronzong and Kingler. That's a pretty solid lead for us. I am going to bring Nidoking, because he does have a pretty solid matchup here. And I have to consider either Conkeldurr or Ampharos. I don't see Ampharos being too important outside of the Suicune, but the Suicune is a pretty big threat. I guess we have to go Ampharos. Yeah, Suicune's the threat that, I mean, Sylveon's not too big of a threat because I have plenty of ways of dealing with it. And while Bisharp is a threat, I have literally no way of taking out a Suicune outside of Ampharos, so it's kind of a little bit more important for me. Whereas Bisharp I can take out with Nidoking, Kangaskhan I can probably figure out some way to beat it. I don't know, we'll have to find out. So what we're going to see? We're going to see Kangaskhan and probably Bisharp? No, Thundurus, okay. Alright, so we're going to have to go for our Ally Switch in Trick Room. And see if that works. I hope Ally Switch out-prioritizes Fake Out. It's going to be very awkward if it doesn't, because then we won't be getting Trick Room up. And that could be a problem. It could be a huge problem. No, it doesn't? Really? Oh, no. Oh, no. Taunt. Yep. I really expected Ally Switch to be faster, but hey, I've never used the move before, so there's not much I can do about that. So I'm gonna... I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna Psychic the Kangaskhan, and we're gonna go for Crab Hammer on the Kangaskhan. We're just gonna try and take out the Kangaskhan if we can. I mean, he's obviously gonna Thunderbolt. I would have switched out into what's his face? Nidoking, but I was a little weary about that, you know? So he's going to go for Power Up Punch. That's interesting. It's not good. I pretty much lost at this point. Man, what is Ally Switch's priority? I thought it was +2. Or whatever it is. I thought it would be enough to outspeed Fake Out. I'm like, what's the point if it can't, you know? So I'm going to bring in Nidoking here. Nidoking's not going to really like this. There's not much I can do about that. So I'm going to, again, go for Psychic on the Kangaskhan. I'm going to Earth Power the Kangaskhan as well. We're not going to take a return. No way, no how. But I have no other choices right now. So there's not much I can do. Really hoping... Because that Ally Switch would have definitely helped us. It definitely would have helped us. I think I would have ended up being faked out by the Kangaskhan, but at the same time I could have just done it again the next turn, you know? Not a big deal. So he's going to withdraw the Kangaskhan, actually. Into whom? Bisharp. Oh, that's interesting. So he's going to go for Hidden Power Ice, most likely. Yeah, but that's not really enough to take me out. That's interesting. And we're going to get the Earth Power off. His Focus Sash. Oh, he's not. I dig that a lot. Alright. I can go with that. I can rock with that. Wow, okay. Huh. That was a good play. And then we get the Taunt off. Sweet. So let's consider our options. We can go for Trick Room. He's probably going to taunt us, which, again, isn't a big deal. Because we have Ice Beam. He's gonna send out Sylveon? That's a very interesting play. Wait, I don't understand that at all. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna protect with my Bronzong, and I'm gonna Ice Beam the Thundurus. I'm not sure I understood that. Does the Sylveon carry Psyshock? Because that's gonna suck. He's gonna go for Thunderbolt. We're gonna get the Ice Beam off. So even if he does take me out here, I'm totally cool with that. Yeah, cool. Yep, he does have Psyshock. So I could have definitely gone for Trick Room that turn, but it was worth the risk. It was definitely worth the risk. Okay. Let's think this carefully. Let's think this through pretty hard now. We've got a problem with the Sylveon and a Kangaskhan. What could we do, guys? Because I mean, I have Focus Blast. So if I go for Trick Room and I Mega Evolve and I Focus Blast, will that be enough? Because I'm going for that. We're going to see what happens here. Now, if he fakes out my Ampharos, that's not good in the least bit. Now, if he fakes out the Bronzong, that's not as bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Because I can, if I get the Focus Blast off, it should be a dead Kangaskhan, right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, and we're going to see what happens here. I hope I predicted right. I hope I predicted right. Honestly, Ampharos has one of my favorite... Oh, he's just going straight for return? Why? No, 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 no. Wow, that didn't do that much, actually. Wait, what? He's Choice Specs. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ampharos, you sly dog, you. Wow. Not only did I not expect to survive the return, but to survive the Psyshock on top of that? Holy hell, guys. Holy hell. I wonder how fast I am. I mean, I'm going to Flash Cannon the Sylveon, but I'm going to Protect. But first I want to see how fast my Ampharos is. 45? And what's Bronzong? 34. I probably underspeed it now. But I'm going to Protect this first turn just to see what this Sylveon wants to do. Probably has Psyshock only. He's probably locked into it. I don't see why he wouldn't be. So I outspeed, clearly. He might be Assault Vest. Actually, no. Judging by that damage, he's not Assault Vest. Okay, so I'm gonna Flash Cannon because I'm not max special attack. Yeah, I have no special attack investment. So doing a third of its HP in one hit from a Bronzong, no, it's not Assault Vest. We drop its special defense, doesn't matter because if we outspeed here, we probably should just take it out anyway. Yeah, baby. Wow, that was more impressive than I thought it would be. I totally thought we lost that, and then when we didn't die, it was very impressive. I'm surprised he locked himself into Psyshock, mainly because that meant if he had no way of taking out my Bronzong, he had no way of beating my Bronzong. So it's very interesting. I mean, Hyper Voice obviously would have been resisted too, but it's a lot stronger than Psyshock. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys at the next episode. Peace.